Stillman and Company, 102.5, 106.3, The Game and The Game Nashville app. We are live from the Hiller Plumbing, Heating, Cooling, and Electrical Game Studios, and we are streaming live on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook Live every single day. Our video streaming is brought to you by Superbook. Download their app today and use promo code THEGAME. Caroline Fenton in for Jared Stillman today. He's playing hooky. Junie Riddle is with me as well. How we doing, Junie?
Doing real good. 4th of July week, short week. Only had to come to the office Wednesday through Friday, so feeling super refreshed. And let me tell you, this 4th of July was awesome. I don't know. What did you do for 4th of July?
One of my best friends has a lake house in East Tennessee.
Oh, okay.
So we were at the lake. Yeah,
Rub
had
it
a
in.
blast. We had a blast on the boat. Yeah, had a great time.
We went to this fireworks show in Mount Juliet. It was on this little farm, had the food trucks. They had this really fancy stage, this little cover band going, and it was a good time. Kids running around with the little light up sticks and great fireworks show. Largest fireworks show in Wilson County history.
Way.
So it was a good time, a good family time.
Heard there was a big win in your corner as well.
Yes, my wife is going to be mad about me talking about this on the air, but the new thing that's going around on the house is that my son, who's 7 months old, cannot stop screaming "Dada" all the time whenever he wants
word, Dada.
anything. So, technically, well, I should say this. Technically, the first word, he did say mama, but whenever he would say mama, it was always in a crying wail. So we didn't know if he actually meant it or it was his last-ditched effort to get attention. But
he didn't say it with his...
He doesn't need to say it with his tears. He just says dada. It's a natural flowing thing.
Okay, so that's the official, real first word, saying it like he means it, saying it with some gusto.
It depends on whose account you're going towards. But,
I'm sure your wife would...
I'm the one on the radio right now, so it's all me.
It's always fun to be able to play the radio card. Like you can't defend yourself, so I'll just go ahead and spew what I'd like to say. Well, congratulations to you and all the dadas out there, tallying your corner.
It's like a championship every time.
Seriously, yeah. Enjoy your victory lap. Ian Safar is here as well. How we doing, Ian?
What up? What up? How's it going?
Doing great. Threw a strike last night at the Sounds game.
Did
we win our bet?
Oh, yeah, you made some money.
Booyah.
You and Robbie made some money. You are now richer in the lost Jared sportsbook, so suck it, Jared.
So was it just over the plate, or did you actually throw a strike?
Oh, no, I did not throw a strike.
Okay.
But we did not bounce the ball.
Awfully convincing.
That
did
is
not
all-
bounce the ball.
That's all we need.
Yeah, exactly. Just did not bounce the ball. That's all I was looking for.
Good stuff.
We'll work on strikes next. Well, I want to get into this, and this is a question that I'm going to ask you, that I want to ask Ian, that I want to ask all of our listeners, that probably will make our listeners, if you're in their car, stomp on your brakes or yell at the radio, because you might think it's an asinine question. And the question is Mike Vrabel on the hot seat? And I bring that question up, not because it was something that was just going around in my head, but I was listening to Mike Florio in his mailbag. He'll do a mailbag every week or so. People asking questions. Mailbag. One of the questions was, is Mike Vrabel on the hot seat? This is what Mike Florio had to say about that question.
Michael Cameron Vey. Is Mike Vrabel on the hot seat if the Titans have a down season? He seems like a coach who gets the most out of his players, but has been clashing with management seemingly since he first arrived. I don't think he clashes with ownership. I think he and John Robinson clashed, and guess who won? Who won? Robinson didn't win. Vrabel won. Now, I don't know how much say Vrabel had in the hiring of Rand Carthon, the new GM. But if Carthon's smart, he'll realize Vrabel's got the juice here. Vrabel was the coach of the year. Vrabel takes whatever he gets thrown and turns it into something. That year that he won coach of the year, they set the record. They shattered the record for the number of total players on a roster in a given season. So I think Vrabel's fine.
That's Mike Florio's take. What do you think?
I agree with Florio, and to the sense, and I said this at the end of last season. I said that going into this year, if they keep the core of players that they've had, since Tannehill took the reins in 2019, your Kevin Byards, your Derrick Henry, because there's all this speculation that these guys were potentially going to be on the move. I said that if they didn't make a drastic change or move for the future, and they started off slow this year after losing 7 straight, that he would be on the hot seat. Now, I was on record doing that. Now, what negated that for me was that they made a move towards the future, and that was trading up to go get Will Levis. And so I think that even if the Titans do have a rough start to this year, after the rough ending to last year, the fact that they have a young quarterback at the helm, I think that is what's going to keep Mike Vrabel safe. Florio's right. If Vrabel were to get fired this year, somebody would call in the matter of minutes, and he would have a brand new job, no problem. But I think that is because they have the contingency plan behind the current core that they have now. So really, the whole argument that people were bringing up when Will Levis got drafted, if Mike Vrabel's job relies on the productivity of Levis going into the future, I think that's what could put Vrabel on the hot seat, is if Will Levis doesn't pan out. But if you're talking to me right now, the fact that he's done more with less, especially the past couple years, I believe that he is safe, knowing that there's something that they have something to build towards the future. But if they would have just stuck with this core, trying to just keep pushing the idea that they're in Super Bowl win now mode, and it would have fell on their face without a backup plan, then I think that's a different discussion.
Doing more with less, I'm glad that you said that, because I think that encapsulates one of the things that makes Mike Vrabel such a great coach. Look at what he did in the 2021 season. And the Titans had more injuries than any other team in the league, and the Titans still had the top seed in the AFC. 2022 playoffs, and I know that we can if that or, if this and play revisionist history all day long, but I think that those 2 years in that sample size, you can see that Mike Vrabel